do on a typical Sunday? So on a typical Sunday, I go to church. If some of you do not know, I sing on the choir at my church. Well, I sing on the choir and the praise and worship at my church. I love to listen to the sermon, or I call it motivational speaking, because half the time when I walk in there, I swear I feel like the pastor is talking about me or whoever is preaching at the time. I really feel like they're talking about me. And the majority of the time when I go to church, I'm feeling like down throughout the week. And then I just, go to church, shake everything off of me, put it on the altar, and go back home, start the week off fresh, and, you know, continue my day feeling a whole lot better than how I came in. After I come home from church, I am helping cook a good old soul food for Sunday dinner. So that is what my typical Sunday looks like. What was my first career dream? So my first career dream, the job that I have wanted to do ever since I came straight out of high school, was to be a nurse anesthesiologist. Yes. When I first got out of high school, when I even got out of high school, before I got out of high school, probably when I was like a sophomore in high school, they started the whole, what do you guys want to do when you grow up thing. And so I was like, I want to be a nurse anesthesiologist. I just had a passion for helping people. Like, I just had a passion for wanting to be in the nursing field, because why I wanted to be a nurse anesthesiologist? I really wanted to be a nurse anesthesiologist because I wanted to help people. I felt like when my mom had got leukemia, I felt that they did not do enough to help her. And so I was like, you know what? I want to become being a nurse anesthesiologist, because I want to help people and make a difference to not only my family, and to become more knowledgeable about just the body anatomy in general. But I also want to help families out there to prevent what happened to my mom to happen to other people. So that's why I wanted to become a nurse anesthesiologist. But that was my very first dream job, was to be a nurse anesthesiologist. But child, when I saw how long you have to, the process it takes to become a nurse anesthesiologist, I was like, man, all these years that I could be doing all this, I could be living my career. You had to do, I can't even remember. I'll put up the qualifications of what all you need, maybe over here, of everything that you need to become a nurse anesthesiologist. And when I saw the qualifications of what it takes to be a nurse anesthesiologist, I was just like, man, no. I had I had a mental fuck up, because I was just like, oh my God, there is no way that I'm going to sit here and waste all these years being in school, and I could be doing something else with my life, making a difference and helping people somewhere else. Even if I don't get to become a nurse anesthesiologist, I just want to do something else, that does not require all these qualifications just to become a nurse anesthesiologist. Now, I know that it takes time, a whole lot of time, to become a nurse anesthesiologist, but child, I ain't got that much time. Are you an Android user or an iPhone user? Don't beat me up, guys. I am an Android user. That's all I know. I'm actually recording on my Android phone right now. I'm not gonna lie, y'all with the iPhones out there, you're doing your thing. Them pictures is popping. But our Android family, we still out there, right? I still got some Android users out there, right? Because I know I'm not the only one. Come on, we got to become a family. That should become a hashtag. Hashtag Android family. We still out there. We still out there. Woo! I almost fell. Lord, I almost fell. Are you like your mother or your father? So, when I was younger, I was most definitely like my mom. I was very outspoken. I was outgoing. Um, I was pretty much like the life of the party when I was younger. And then after my mom died, and as I got older, I started to become more like my dad. My dad, from what I've been told about him, he has always been like quiet, like him and my mom were pretty much like polar opposites. My mom was like the center of attention, life of the party, not afraid to speak her mind and say how she feel. My dad, on the other hand, was more of the quiet, reserved, let's tap the person on the shoulder and let them know how we feel without nobody there, versus my mom would just blast you in front of everybody and let you know how she feel regardless of who around. So I have a mixture of both, but don't get it twisted. My mom is still inside of me. It takes the right one to bring it out. Do you have a favorite cuisine? If so, what is it? So strangely enough, my favorite cuisine is Chinese. I love Chinese food. When was your first kiss? So, so my first kiss was when I was in my first kiss was when I was in kindergarten. We were all sitting in a circle. I was sitting here, and another boy was sitting right here to my right, and we were just sitting there. I can't remember what game we were playing, but pretty much everybody was like turning their face towards each other. Like, I really can't remember the game. I might put it up on the screen if I can find the name of the game. But like everybody was pretty much turning to each other, like turn, like the person, turn to the person to the left, turn to the person on the right. And then somehow me and him got mixed up with turning left and turning right. We both end up turning to each other at the same time. And then we like kissed on the lips. Everybody in the class was like, ew, your lip touch her lip. His lip touch her lip. Ew, cooties, cooties. Oh my God, it was like, I was scared. I didn't know what happened. I was like, ew, your lips touch me. It was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. And then like months flew by, or maybe a year flew by. I ended up having, my mom threw me a birthday party. And she invited all my family and all my friends to come over for my birthday. And so the same boy that, we accidentally kissed, she invited him to the party. She invited him, my mom invited him to my birthday party. And this time, I was not shy. I was not shy this time. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen so I can show y'all how I was not scared this time. I saw him, everybody was singing me happy birthday, and I took the initiative. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do believe in ghosts. How many piercings do I have? So let's see. I have 2 ear piercings on this ear. I have 1 ear piercing on this ear. I am definitely going to be going back to get my ears pierced. And I would love to take y'all with me. I'm going to do my first vlog soon. Don't know when I'm going to get my ears pierced, but I'm going to go get my ears pierced. I'm going to get my second ear pierced on this one. And I'm also thinking about getting this part of my ear pierced. I'm not sure what it's called. This part right here. I'm thinking about getting right there pierced. I've been thinking about it for like a year. I just never had the time to go do it. And I also need to do my research on where I want to go to get it done. And I have another piercing, as y'all can already tell, right there. I have a tongue ring. I've had this tongue ring ever since I was 19 years old. So I've had it for a good little minute. Why did I get the tongue ring? I got the tongue ring because I thought it had looked cool at the time and I really wanted one. So I was like, I'm gonna get my tongue pierced. And at the time, I just thought it was like it's just like when teenagers get their first tattoo. You think it's cool, you want it, you get it, you sometimes regret it, get it covered up. But this is something that I don't regret getting. So yeah, I have about 4 piercings, soon to be 5. What was the first movie that you saw in the movie theater? So the first movie that I saw in the movie theater was The Passion of the Christ. That's the very first movie that I ever saw in the movie theater. And I honestly don't know. I honestly don't remember how old I was. I know I was a child when I first saw that movie. I literally saw that movie when it not too long came out. And I went with my mom, my little brother, my cousin, my mom, and my evangelist. We all went to go watch The Passion of the Christ. And that was my very first time ever being in a movie theater. I mean, like the noise, it was just so like the bass, whenever like intense scenes happened, it was like rumbling the whole room. And I was so invested in that movie at such a young age. I think that's what got me started on wanting to know more about God, was when I looked at The Passion of the Christ. Like, I cried when I watched the movie because I just could not believe the audacity of how some people treated God, back then. It just hurt me so bad to the point that I cried. That was my very first time, crying in the movie theater. It was just, and I think that's probably the first time I even cried watching a movie. It was very touching to me when I first saw that movie. If y'all have not seen that movie, please go see it. I can't remember what year it came out. I believe, I can't remember what year the movie came out, but I'll put it up on the screen. And I can't remember who played Jesus. I think it was Joaquin Phoenix. I love him. I think he played Passion of the Christ. Oh, no, not him. It was Jim Caviezel. That's who played God in The Passion of the Christ. When was the first time you understood the concept of sex? So, the first time I got to know the concept of sex was porn. That's the first time I got to know the concept of sex was porn. The first time I ever saw a sex tape with porn, I was at home by myself in elementary school. I can't remember how old I was. I know I was like under 10 years old. I came home from school. Like I said, it was just me by myself at home. My mom and my cousin had stepped out. They left a note on the refrigerator saying, I have a sandwich in the fridge. They'll be back. They went to the store. They'll be back. Lock the doors. Don't talk to strangers. So it was just me at home. I was like, oh, I'm so bored. I want to find something to watch. And back then we had VHS tapes. That showed you how back then it was, y'all. VHS tapes. So I took out I saw I saw a tape. And I was like, I've never seen this tape in here before. What is it? And it had XXX written on it. I'm like, XXX? And I knew that there was an XXX movie with Vin Diesel. So I thought that's what it was. I'm like, oh, okay, I want to watch this. I put the tape in. I press play. I turned the TV on. Put the tape in. Click play. Sat down, got comfortable, real comfortable. I sat there expecting to see, Universal Pictures, Paramount, Lionsgate. Instead, I got ass. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what's going on? What is that? Why is she moaning? Is he killing her? What is he doing? He's hurting her. What's happening? The guy was having sex with the woman, uncensored. My mom and my cousin came home. They saw me watching the TV. My mom came home and was like, Kia, what are you watching? I said, I don't know. She ran, turned the TV off, snatched the tape out. Who gave you this to watch? Nobody. I'm watching it. Did your cousin watch this? Was he watching it with you? Is he hiding so he don't get caught? No, it's just me. I'm at home by myself. I'm just watching a movie. What's wrong? Don't ever watch this again. This is not for little girls. This is not for kids. She put the tape up, left. My cousin came home. My boy cousin came home. Let's just say I never saw that tape again afterwards. Fast forward. I found I was 14 or 15 years old when I found this website called Pornhub. And at the time, I still was like sexually immature. I still was learning my body. Or either I was just coming to know my body, but I was not like that. I didn't know that much. I'm on Pornhub. Watching random. I just clicked on the first video I saw. I swear, I don't even remember how I even found the website. Still to this day, I don't even remember how I found the website. And I was 14, 15 years old now. Didn't know nothing about sex. After that tape situation happened, honestly, it just like flew away from me. Like it was just like, okay. It didn't start revving up again until I was 14, 15. And I got to know more as the time went on. Found Pornhub. Don't know how I found it. Clicked on the first video I saw, and then it became very clear how I understood the concept of sex. And then when I saw them videos on Pornhub, and I remembered what happened when I was maybe like 9, 10 years old, years prior, I was like, now I know why my mom did not want me to watch that video. Do you feel nervous or scared about the future? So for real, I feel nervous about the future because how the way the world is going on lately, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I really don't even know. I don't know I feel more nervous than scared for the future. When was the last time you got a gift for someone? So the last time I got a gift for someone was in March for my cousin's birthday. I had got her, we both are wrestling fans, and I got her she has always been talking about wanting the Bloodline t-shirt. Let me get the t-shirt. So for years, she has always been talking, well, not for years, for maybe like a year, she has always been wanting to get the Bloodline t-shirt. For those of y'all who are wrestling fans, you know who I'm talking about. So I decided to surprise her, and I got her, and she loved purses. She loved purses, big earrings, big t-shirts, and, with graphics on them. So I was like, I'm going to get her a purse, and I'm going to get her the Bloodline t-shirt. And when I got her this t-shirt, it was over. Yes. I got her this t-shirt. For her birthday. So yes, this was the last gift that I got for someone. Do you prefer working from home or working at the workplace? Definitely working at the workplace. I love to get out of the house. I love to breathe in the fresh air. Can't really get out the house too much because I think we're somewhat on, we're not on tornado watch, but the weather has been like rainy and cloudy all week this week and all week next week. But I definitely would love to get out the house instead of working from home because honestly, I did the work from home thing and it's boring. Staring at the four walls every day, being at home all day, it gets boring. So I would definitely love to work at the workplace. And we are down to the very last one. And I thought that I would throw in a bonus for y'all. It's not too many, it's not really much of a question. It's more of a bonus get to know me. So I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy or nothing. I do not belong in loony bin. But I see I see faces in objects. And I'm going to put it up on the screen, what it's called right here. I see faces in objects. I could be looking at anything. Like it doesn't matter what I could be looking at. Like it really does not even matter. I could be looking up at the ceiling. I could be looking down at the floor. I could literally just like start daydreaming out of nowhere. And I would just look at stuff and I'd be like, I see a face right there. And I'll try to tell somebody else. And by the time I turn away, get that person's attention and turn back, it's gone. And I'm like, okay, I need to stop doing this because I don't want nobody to think that I'm crazy or nothing. But I have this cool thing down here. I'm not sure if it's cool. I'm not sure if it's unique. I'm not sure. I've had it ever since I was a child. So I just thought that I'd throw that little bonus in there. Just another, something you should know about me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have any other questions for me, you can please comment down in the description box and I will make sure to answer your questions. Let's get to 500 subscribers, y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's make today a great day, and I will catch you guys on my next video.